Alright, you guys know I'm back with the bacon. I'm gonna make banana muffins, like banana bread, kind of like. Alright, I got the melted butter in here. It's hard to show you without spilling it everywhere. And now we need half a cup of milk. And then I just set this to the side for a little bit. While I crack the eggs. Crack the egglets. I'm not the cleanest at doing this step at all, but that's okay, because I mean, if you're not making a mess, are you really cooking and baking? At least yummily like? I couldn't find a word, so I'm just gonna make it up as I go. Woo! Alright, now I'm gonna throw these away and wash this egginess off of. Alright, now we give this a little stir. Yeah. In case y'all didn't know, I'm the OG bakester, man. Okay, so I'm gonna let everybody know now. I do have coordination issues, and I have the same issue in mirrors when I take like selfies and stuff with figuring out which way to face my fingers. I'm not like purposely doing weird gang shit, I swear, even though it's coincidental. Okay, now that that's whisked, we're gonna go ahead and add the milk and butter. I just like to whisk the eggs first because I kind of find it to be, it just blends in a lot more smoother like that. And we're gonna go ahead and add pumpkin pie spice, I mean. That's important to include. And the reason why I do this is because I feel like a lot of the gluten-free mixes don't have like a whole lot of flavor. So I like to give them a little help. You gotta help them out, like Gordon Ramsay says. No, I'm not actually a professional. I reference Gordon Ramsay a lot because I look up to him, but my skill is not nearly up to par with him. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some fresh banana for more flavor as well, because I feel like it's not gonna have enough banana flavor. So I'm using fresh banana. I'm gonna add just some sour cream. I'm gonna mush that together. We'll see if I can do it with, you know what? Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Use a fork. I got a fork. This will be a bit easier. Oh, man. This is gonna take a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut through most of this. Actually, you know what would help is I do want to put in vanilla, so I might as well do it now as like a little liquid component. And this is some nice vanilla too. Like, this is my first time using like gourmet vanilla, so I'm really excited. I don't know if I put in too much, but that's okay because honestly, my boyfriend and I both love the taste of vanilla. I'm pretty sure neither of us would be upset if we tasted a little much of it. Alright, I'm getting it mashed as much as I can. There's still some chunks, but there's not much I can do with a little fork. I need to get some more stuff. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and put this into the mixture. And I'm going to not waste as much product as I can. And we're going to go ahead and pour this in. Trying to make it so you guys can see, but also trying not to spill it all over my fingers. Oh, I just got it on my pinky as I said that. Oh, alright. Just felt weird, but I got most of it out. And look at my pinky. I don't like it, it feels weird. Alright, now we're going to give this a little stir and mix that banana in there pretty good. Maybe if I whisk it really hard, it'll break down the pieces of banana that my fork didn't. I do not have the muscles to be doing that shit yet. I think my face is actually red. Oh my god, it is. Damn. But what can you say? If you work hard, it pays well, right? In any kind of way. And that includes your food. Alright, another thing I'm going to be adding is some brown sugar. I'm not exactly like measuring it. Like I'm using a measuring spoon, but I'm kind of just like putting in however I think would be right. But if you were to ask me, I guess that would be 2 big heaping half tablespoons. And then, so maybe that'd be 1.5 tablespoons and then 1/4 of a tablespoon because I didn't really fill it up much. But that's if you want the measurements. They probably won't be precise though, because that's just what it looked like. I'd have to look back at the thingy because I was kind of just looking more in there, but I don't know. Maybe you guys will be able to tell too. Alright, mix that in there really well. And I can smell the vanilla. At first I was going to be like, maybe I should add more, but I'm used to the cheap stuff because I can smell it. Yeah, I can. I will say though, maybe what it needs more of is this stuff. There we go. I smell the bananas too. Here's the main buddy right here, and that is the muffin mix. And eventually I'm going to start learning how to like make actually completely homemade gluten-free goods. I'm actually putting stuff in my cart for starting all of that, and so the mixing of this is turning out really well. This is what she looks like. But the main hack when it comes to gluten-free baking is you got to let it sit because it takes longer for the flour to absorb everything, so you let it sit for about 30 minutes. While that sits, I'm going to go ahead and make sweetened cream cheese filling. So I'm going to grab some of this, the whipped chocolate frosting, and some cream cheese. And I'm going to be using vanilla extract and cinnamon, which I forgot to grab. Okay, so like for only 12 muffins, you really don't need a whole lot of this. So I'm only going to put like about that much in there, because we're also going to be putting in some frosting. We're going to use a knife for the frosting. I love whipped frosting. I've actually kind of eaten a lot of it. This is the first time I've used it for baking. I've eaten that. And I would probably eat more if I knew I didn't need it for cooking. Or baking, oh my gosh. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. And just a little bit of vanilla. That was a little more than I intended because it kind of did that side pour thing. I hate it when that happens. Now we're gonna mush this up together. Definitely feel, I smell the alcohol, the vanilla. I swear I forget English at random moments in time. So this is the best I've gotten using the fork. It does not look like what it is, but I'm gonna try using a different tool. Maybe this thing will be handy dandy, let's see. Definitely handy dandy to get this stuff off. Ew, I wonder if it can. It can. That is so cool. Hell yeah, alright. Oh, I just spread more on it. What was the point in that? Okay. Now let's scoop this all into one spot. Like so. We're gonna mush this up a little bit more. It kind of looks like what I imagine like the crunchy bar to look like before it cools. I think it's good enough because it's just like the inside filling, so it's literally gonna like bake a little bit in there anyways, and it'll probably like spread out into the frosting as it warms up. So I'm not too worried about it. So we'll set this to the side. Maybe I'll give it a stir after it warms up while I'm waiting for the thing to sit. The Oh my gosh. You know what? I give up. The batter. Oh my god. The batter. Well, the batter absorbs everything. It's been about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give this a quick little stir. I'm tired. And this is what she looks like now, little guppy. And that could be good. Probably good. It was good the last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping this into the things. Okay, I put it to where you guys can see it. And since we're doing filled muffins, we're not gonna fill these up all the way. You just want to kind of cover the bottom with like just a little bit more than that. Oh, because you don't want the stuffing to like be on the bottom of the muffin. I also almost forgot, I've got to preheat the oven to 350. There we go. Okay, so this is how much I have filled them up for the stuffing. And now I'm going to start adding the stuffing. So I'm going to put a little bit onto here, and then I'm going to go ahead and scrape it off a little more carefully than that and put it right into the middle. This is what they look like. Now we're going to go ahead and top these off like that. Oh, I guess you can't really see this. There you go. That's a little bit I filled them up, and this is about what they look like. They're ready to go in the oven, except I have some extra, and usually, oh, the spoon almost fell in it. But usually what I do is a little strange, because at the moment I don't have an extra one of these, but I'm gonna have an extra one soon. I just like to pour it into a thin baking dish like this, and I mean, when I did this with the pumpkin muffins, my boyfriend and I were just eating it like a freaking pancake. Like, we ate it that night that I made the muffins. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in. And since it's just random leftover, I don't really care how I do it. I just shove it all in there, I guess. Thin banana bread. It'll be a banana bread pancake. Woo, woo, woo. There we go. That way it doesn't go to waste. Pizza delivery! Alright, we're gonna stick this in the oven. And then we're gonna stick this one in there. I'm gonna bake these for 17 minutes. Okay, I just checked the muffins with a fork. And I would say they need about like 5 more minutes. Okay, they are literally almost there. So I'm only gonna give them 2 more minutes. And then they will be all set. Ooh. Oh, I didn't close the thing yet. They definitely smell like bananas. I'm really excited, but I gotta let these cool down a bit, so then I gotta pull out the other pan. And that's the banana pancake. Whatever you do not tell my boyfriend that I ate the entire banana pancake. We'll just say I didn't have any extra this time. Alright, I've let them cool down for about an hour. And this is how it looks. And then we're gonna give her a nice little tear. Look at that. There's the filling. Trying to show you in the best lighting. Look at that. It's really good. I'm trying to find a way to explain it. It's like, it's not dry like a muffin, but it's also not like dry like banana bread. I guess it's like a, imagine like fusing pudding with a muffin. That's how this tastes. Like the texture and everything, it kind of just like melts in your mouth. And the filling is just perfect. Perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Now you get to meet Kalashai.